You may have heard about Milpitas only because of the smell. Perhaps you're driving down southbound 880 between Fremont and Milpitas and wondering, what is that stench? So you're thinking about making a move to Milpitas, California. If you're watching this, you're probably moving from out of the States or wanting to settle into a good school district. Having personally lived in Milpitas for much of my childhood, I'm going to give you the absolute best picture possible to make sure that making the move to Milpitas is the right move for you. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in the Bay Area, make sure you go down and hit the subscribe button below. Hit that little bell for notifications. That way you will be the first person to know about all the things happening here in the Bay Area. Now, my name is Spencer Su, and I get phone calls, text messages, and emails every single day from people just like you, and you who are thinking about making the move to the Bay Area. Whether you're moving in 6 days or 60 days, feel free to reach out to me via a phone call, a text, an email, or you can even schedule a Zoom call with me. All that information is down below. I would be happy to help you make a smooth move here in the Bay Area. Now, I'm a native here, so I'm going to give you the honest truth about the pros and cons just to make sure that if you're indeed thinking about making a move here, that it's going to be a good fit for you. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, usually I start with the pros, but this time I'm going to start with the most notable con, the smell. Where does that smell come from? It actually comes from Newbie Island Landfill and the Recycling Center, which is in the northwest parts of Milpitas. This area is off of Dixon Landing Road. Now, because the winds travel south, you're going to smell this all along the highway of 880 and into the Great Mall. Now, notice the locations where I pointed out though. It isn't all of Milpitas. Places like the middle or along Milpitas Boulevard don't have it nearly as bad, as you may occasionally have some smell if there are heavy winds. But the more east you go, the less likely you will be to smell it. Now, don't just go with what others say. Go check out locations yourself to see if this is a deal breaker for you personally. If it isn't, let's check out all the pros as to why people choose to live here. The number one reason why most people choose to live here is the location. It has easy access to a lot of these great companies around it, including Tesla to the north in Fremont, and a lot of the established tech companies to the west and south, including Cisco, Samsung, Nvidia, Broadcom, KLA, Western Digital, and so much more. This is the only connection point to San Mateo County where if you go westwards, you don't have to pay a toll bridge. Now, they also have the BART stations, which goes all the way to San Francisco, and the VTA rail when it comes to public transportation. Number two, great schools. A majority of their elementary and middle schools have ratings between 7 to 9, and their high school ranges on average between 8 to 9. I personally went to Milpitas High, so I can speak that the high school is fantastic. It has a diversity of students, but it doesn't have the competitive pressure as you would in Palo Alto and Cupertino. Many of the students here continue to still go to Ivy League schools. Now, the campuses are pretty big. Each grade class has about 800 students. Number three, the diversity, especially in food. If you like Asian food, Milpitas is probably one of the best places for you. In this little city alone, they have 9 Asian grocery stores, including 99 Ranch, Lion, Ocean Supermarket, multiple Indian grocery stores. Now, when it comes to restaurants, there are several commercial plazas for a variety of food. The most concentrated ones with restaurants is the plaza around 99 Ranch, along with the plaza by Lion Supermarket. Be sure to enjoy delicious bakeries and Asian cuisines all over. Oh, and if you like milk tea, there are so many good places that are here. Some of my personal favorites, Happy Lemon and IT. Number 4, recreation and open spaces. There are many great smaller parks throughout the city with multiple basketball, tennis courts, and playgrounds to be had. However, you also have a large county park up the hills of Calaveras, which would be Ed Levin County Park. If you like golfing, they have 2 golf courses in the hills, which are extremely affordable relative to the other options in the Bay. You have the long-established Spring Valley, which is one of the easiest walkable courses you can play at. And then you have Bayview, which used to be called Summit Point. Here, you're definitely going to need a golf cart if you want to make it through your 18 holes in a meaningful time period. Fun fact, the houses around Bayview Golf Club are in the only gated community you will find in all of Milpitas. Homes don't come often for sale here, but they are typically starting at $2 million. Weather. Given this is in the South Bay, the weather is a little bit warmer than the Peninsula or SF. Average lows in the winter are at 42 degrees and the highs are about 82 degrees in the summer. Not too bad though. A lot of new construction, condos, townhomes, and apartments for rents. The Great Mall is an outlet mall that has a lot of fantastic discounts on name brands that you already know. It is also home to the Century Theaters for the latest and hottest movies. Around the Great Mall though used to be low-rise office buildings. Many years ago, as the BART was planning to get extended there, it was required by the city to build a lot of high-density rentals and condos, townhomes. So, if you like newer options, you have a lot to choose from. It's not only walkable to the BART station and the VTA rail, but you also have a Trader Joe's that is out there too. Having so many great things don't come cheap. While a lot of new construction has come up, 2-bedroom condos start at $500,000, which are usually built in the 2000s. 2-bedroom townhomes start at $700,000, and these are usually built in the 1970s. And single family will range between $1.1 million for an original condition 1,100 square foot home, usually in the southwest parts of Milpitas, which is usually the Pine area, or up to $3 million for a 3,300 plus square foot home sitting on a 7,800 square foot lot. Traffic. Because of this section of the Bay Area doesn't have to pay toll bridges, everyone, including people from Fremont, Union City, Tri-Valley, like Pleasanton, Dublin, Livermore, San Ramon, will want to come through Milpitas to get to their high-paying jobs of the peninsula. This is why Highway 237 and 680 will have traffic during rush hours. Number 3, similar to most cities, kind of boring at night. Now there aren't many options to do at night, but if you want to go crazy, you can always go to Dave & Buster's, so you can drink up, spend some money playing some games. Big Al's opened up not long ago, but there aren't too many bars to really hang out at. Number 4, maybe you can say the lack of diversity. This kind of depends on which side you favor, but here are the stats from 2022. 14% white, 3% African American, 67% Asian, 14% Hispanic. There's a reason why there's so many Asian grocery stores and so many Asian restaurants here. I love the cuisine, but not everyone will like this mix. So that's gonna wrap up our list of the pros and cons of living in Milpitas, California. Of course, everybody's gonna have different interests and tastes. That's why I ask you to reach out to me via phone call, text message, email, or simply setting up a Zoom call, as it's gonna help me get to know you and your family just a little bit better, and that way I can give you the best recommendations to consider. Please reach out to me anytime, days, nights, weekends, it does not matter. I'm always available to help my clients. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you found this helpful, and leave a comment below with what you like about living in Milpitas, or what you don't like. But keep it kind of friendly. I don't want to hear so much spam on the comment section, but this will help a lot of people understand, and this will help people decide whether they want to live in this city or not. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.